It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filmed for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're off from MetLife. On his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Going right back to Scattergood. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Throwing on first down. It starts. His first throw is an interception. And the Packers force the turnover on the first series of this game. Now, this defense may sit in the bottom half of the league, but hey, an early reminder there, you can't take them lightly.
That's right. Where they rank is only a number, right? And they'll keep outplaying it if they take the ball away like that. You're not playing this defense they've been all season.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Ready. Here's Love. It's cut right side by Watson. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Point after is up and good from Haverson. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Chooses to bring this one out. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15.
On the return, the Giants take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Giants lining things up. First and 10. They give right side. It's Scattergood. Good run. Gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. Alert.
This is Scattergood, left side. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
The left side finds Johnson. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
No run, it's Scatterboo. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Space past the 35. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here goes Dart to the air. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
It's Scatterboo on 2nd down. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
It's Scatterboo on 3rd. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Jordan Stout's headed out to punt it away on 4th. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Fielded at the 11. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
On the double.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Down.
Shotgun now for Love. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And some excellent work to drive him all the way out past the 30-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44. Love with it on 1st down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
6. Mega. Let's go. Black, blue, black, ultra. Set.
Back to the air. Love. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 13-0 lead. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Extra point added on by Haversick. And the Packers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Dart setting in the throw here. And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a 1st.
First down.
Here we go, Shaq.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Viking 18. Buffalo 18. Let's go.
To throw, here's Dart. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Driving forward with Scatteroo. Dropped for the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Okay, ready?
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Dart from the pistol. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
19, 70 range, 70 range.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. Taking a chance to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
The Giants using their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 50.
Play fake. It's Love. Kraft has it. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. This is tough running with this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Going run again with Jacobs. He has room past the 25. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 20-zip lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Calvin Austin on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Austin on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. He finds Neighbors right side. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for a New York first down. We've set it downs from the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
Scatteroo now from the gun. He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
18, Pioneer. Here we go, here we go.
Darts out of the shotgun. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away. There he goes. Pick 6. Touchdown, Green Bay. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
If you say that, you know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Jukes away from one. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Dart resetting here after the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Look at that power. Deep left side. He's got it deep downfield. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
Of 42 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Shut up.
Now Dart. Escapes the pocket. Finds Scatterboot on the dump off. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Cowboy 80.
On the handoff, here's Scatterboot. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Running with Scatterboot. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
And he stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Loves this up, left sideline, looking for something big. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
To the air on 3rd and long. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So here he is, getting his 2nd field goal look of the half. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that brings it back within 3 scores at least. The gap now 24.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Here's Sky Moore on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Cut.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Fight. Black open. Set. Hut. Hut. Hut.
Love now off the play action. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 10. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers ballooning the first half lead even further. Point after is up and good from Haverson. And the Packers continue piling on to this lead.
Giants 3.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. On the return, here comes Austin. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
Austin on the return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. From the pistol, Davis Gabbert. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
70 Lions. Go.
On the ground, it's Scatterboard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He was brought down by
A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Third and 6.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Air it out on 3rd. Buys time, rolling right. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. Jordan Stout on now to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Starts his return from the 23. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Drill. Good. Black ball. Blue striker. Set. Go.
Kicks the handoff, now Love. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards.
Okay, ready?
And it'll give the Packers the first.
First and 10
Ready,
at the
ready.
33-yard line.
Now Love on the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10, Love trying again. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Haversick for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Packers grow their lead yet again. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. On the return, here comes Austin. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Here's Scatterboo. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down.
And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
We'll have him gain about a handful there. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. They'll go. Here's Darts. Has him on the quick hitter. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing on 1st down. It starts. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll go down here. Covers up nicely after a gain of 7. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. That one hits for 30. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
One final shot before the half. Brought in. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the 2nd half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that 1st half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
45, White. Ready?
Love out of the shotgun. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
Ready, set.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action, Love. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Look, a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Set. Hut.
Reed will go in motion right.
Blue 32.
Back to the air. Love. Chased out to his right. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't make the hook up with Matthew Golden. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
560. Let's set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got his man, it's Golden. It's a Green Bay touchdown! The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Giants 6.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Here's Tracy on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready? All right.
On the carry, this is Scattergood. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make
On him quick, and they bring him down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Cougar 19. 7 Pirates. Go.
3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. And that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his 2nd.
Oh, slow snap there. And it's blocked. Now they've got it inside the 10. And they will score. Trouble with the snap, and they're not just able to block it in time, but take it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Get in these situations, and getting the snap out clean really isn't all that matters. That snap has got to be in a hurry. Got to have some urgency to it, especially because if there's a block punt, well, you run this danger right here. That defender could pick it up and take it to the house.
Extra point added on by Haverson. And the Packers tack on 7 more to their lead.
Giants 6.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Here's Tracy on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Tracy on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
Set, go.
Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. Pushing it up past the 30. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Dart. He put everything he had into the... This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Giants, first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
One here with Allen. He's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Tracy. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Gets it again. And this is going to end behind the line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on 4th and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get...
And he gets in, touchdown! The Giants put at least a tiny dent into that lead. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. Getting in his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Kraft has it. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Down.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. So backed up a bit following the penalty. It's 1st and 20.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And that makes it 2nd and long.
It's the 2nd down and 20.
Let's go. Hey, get red. 38. Hut.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That's good for a Packers 1st down. It's a game
And in motion out of the slot. First down, and they go right back to it. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop it. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's another
Packers
1st down.
Love from the gun. This one falls incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Slot man motioned over.
Hut.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Packers take their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Rough snap. He did not get much into it, and this is going to wind up short. And they're unable to pile another 3 onto that lead.
Hey, whether it's a good hold or not, the process is the same for that kicker. He's going to catch some unfair blame on this one, Kate, because it was the snap that just set everything off. Not accurate enough, and that left the holder scrambling to try to get his job done, and none of them, unfortunately, could.
First down. Here's Allen. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Right back to Allen. They're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this third quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Giants who are going to have it to start the fourth quarter, partner, in a game that seems pretty far out of their reach. So first down from the 41. Quick one to the outside by Dart. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Giants cut into the lead by another point.
55, Giants 20.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Moore with a return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Running right, here's Jacobs. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's brought down at the 44. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll give the Packers the first. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
43 ready.
Love now to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready up!
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. This is Allen on the give. Off for the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up.
It's a loss of the yard.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up fourth down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Gets everything he has under this one. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Terrell Smith. And the Packers get it back at the 45-yard line following that interception return. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Now, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
There's Love to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. Oh, either way, that was going to be a big gain, Brock. But of course they're going to credit their quarterback, right? Take the completion over that penalty.
Yep, had those stats. You know, you run that route, Kate, to try and stretch out a defense, maybe even draw that kind of penalty. But put a gold star by his effort. Not only did he do that, he made the play as well.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 3rd
Yellow.
So early movement for the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit. That brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Following the false start penalty, here's 3rd down and longer.
Let's go next. Shot. Steal.
To the air with Love. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Haversick for the extra point. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. On the return, here comes Austin. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. On the handoff, Allen. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. We've set it down from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Has a man on target to Johnson. Racing down the left side. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Giants putting up points in a game decided. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants take 7 points off the deficit.
Giants 27.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Moore with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he rocks that tackler. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Get him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Running on 1st here with Jacobs. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Watch out now. Safety Fury. Green gap. Ready.
Love. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning.
Ready.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Packers put this one away a long time ago. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3
Yellow.
at the 22-yard line.
Going run again with Jacobs. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and goal.
They're going to pass it here. Into traffic, complete. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 60 red.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Well, this one's interesting, right, Brock? It was a good play overall defensively, but you still come away maybe a little upset knowing a pick would have taken away a field goal try altogether.
And that's what they're thinking defensively. And offensively, as a quarterback, you take a big old sigh of relief. Thankful that that mistake didn't cost you points.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First down from the 42. Now again, it's Allen headed left. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46.
Darts back to throw. It is caught left side. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go. Roll.
They'll try it left with Allen. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down and goal to go.
Now go play action. Here's Darts. Vacates quickly left side. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Let's go.
Now Dart. He's got it. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants cut into the lead by another point. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Moore with a return. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10. Love looking to pass. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it.
The second down pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're going to knock the lead down a small peg to 27 points.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fields the hard squib kick. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field.